This is Gladxspace. Now this, from first thoughts, looks really complicated. I'm going to give it a go though, see how I get on with this. It's another one of those OGame clones. Right, so where to start? That's a very good question. I think probably complete the tutorial, so let's go ahead with that. Okay, so what on earth am I supposed to do from here? There's a bunch of purchase packs here. I don't really want to go near those. Empty the box. What does that do? You have not completed all tutorial steps, right. Do I actually have to purchase those packs? Well, let's have a look and see what happens. Right, so it's managed to purchase it, that's good. Okay, that's all I can do here. So if I go over to the left hand side, you can see the basic resources: metal, crystal and deuterium. Plus there's energy as well, like in the original OGame. So all of that looks the same. I really don't know where to start with this though. I am looking completely lost basically. I think something like the buildings might be a good idea. Right, so nice, okay. We have the mines here, brilliant. They look exactly the same as on vanilla OGame. Solar power plant as well. Warehouse, metal storage. Terraformer there. Super terraformer, well that looks like a research lab. Right, I might as well go ahead and just build some of this and then see what I can do from there. One other thing I didn't notice is the resource numbers are actually a lot higher than they originally seem. You can see here, if I hover over that, that's the actual amount of metal I have. There's the amount of crystal and deuterium there. So this is looking a bit ridiculous. Look at the amount of deuterium I have there. Crikey. Anyway, let's try and upgrade a bit more here, see just how high I can go. Well, I have run out of resources pretty quickly here. I like that you can type in the box here though, the amount you want to go up and it does it automatically. You can see here I've typed +31 into the box. If I press build now, then all that is completed. So that's pretty good. This looks like a very high speed version of OGame. Let's go over to the extractions. What does this do? Well, to be honest, I haven't got a clue. So what should I do here? Well, I have sped this part up. It was just me going around trying things out and not really getting anywhere, if I'm being honest. I come back to this later on in the video. Right, I'm done there, so let's move over to the expeditions. Right, so I think what I need to do here is build some ships first before I attempt that. So there's fleet. Right, so looking at this, it looks like I can't build ships here. So where do I build the ships? I'm a little bit confused still. I'll try the space dock, see what that does. Okay, so we have new stuff here. Interesting. Black moon there. Solar satellites. The black moon looks like the avatar from OGame X. It's saying it's impossible though, so I can't build that. What happens if I click this? That just builds a solar satellite, I think. Right, so where do I build the ships though? That's what I'm trying to work out currently. There must be an easy way. Let's have a look around. You have one new message. Let's have a look at that. Let's go ahead and open this up. That's just a system message by the looks of it. You get a 15-day beginner protection, and that I really like. You kind of need that, as this game looks really complicated. It's going to take a bit of time to learn. Make the most of this protection period to complete the game tutorial and unlock the Astro Crate. Upon registration, you receive 20,000 credits. That looks like the premium currency in the game. But anyway, that's what the message was about. I just need to look around and try and work things out, so I'll come back to this once I've managed to do that. Right, I think I'm getting somewhere with this. It is very complicated though, as there's so many features. There's 4 tabs here on the buildings page. There's a military buildings that has a shipyard. So if I go over to that, increasing the shipyard here should hopefully allow me to build some extra fleet. I think I do need the, if I scroll down, terraformer and super terraformer, so I will take those up, then build a shipyard, then see what I can do from there. You can see here a used space feature. Upgrading the super terraformer gave me about 1,000 extra fields, or I'll just say space for this. So upgrading the regular terraformer, let's see what that does. I could do an extra 56 maximum levels here, so let's go ahead and do that. Right, here we go. And that's taken it up to 2,310. Alright. I'm getting somewhere. I think I'm getting somewhere. There's the shipyard anyway. I can do plus 40 levels, so let's go ahead and do that. Looking good. Right, now can I build any fleet? That's a good question. Well, it still looks like no. There must be somewhere else to build fleet. I don't know why this is giving me so many problems. Right, anyway. I think I'm just going to upgrade buildings and mines, then see if I can find the place to build fleet. If I go over to the defences tab, that looks quite obvious. That just shows the amount of defence I have. There's no option to build any here, so I would have thought one of the other tabs is for actually building stuff. That's just the total production of the Empire, I think, then. Well, there is a research tab as well over here, so I would have thought I probably need to do some of these researches before I can build any actual fleet. Let's have a look through. There's spy technology, computer tech, energy tech, compression technology, that's new, and hyperspace technology as well. I'll just upgrade as much of that as possible. So I did notice there were a couple of other tabs here, so I will go through those as well. Exploration technology, that looks like astrophysics, but it's just for explorations by the looks of it. Extraction, improves extraction speed up to a certain limit. Okay, then combustion drive, 10%. Impulse drive, is that 20%? It doesn't say here. Yeah, I'm quite surprised that doesn't say what the increase is. Neither does the hyperspace drive here. So under armament we have weapons technology here. That increases weapons by 10%. The same as vanilla OGame. Shield is for shields, that's the same. Protective shield technology though is slightly different. Shield efficiency can be increased by 10% per level. Shield technology has never been that good, so that's quite interesting. Laser technology looks the same, as does iron. Plasma technology, I don't think that increases production here. Then graviton right at the bottom. So I think what I'll do here is just do some upgrading. Once I have upgraded quite a lot of stuff, I will come back to this tomorrow and hopefully I will understand the game a bit better. Right, so this is day 2. I've had a chance to look at more of the features. The thing I was doing wrong, fleet is built in the space dock and not on the fleet page. You can see here, that's all the fleet I can currently build. There's quite a large selection. I'll just scroll down. There should be some new stuff. There we go. Predator there. Ghost ship. Now, I really like the look of the ghost ship. Allows you to slow down your travel speed. That sounds incredibly useful on such a fast server. Extractor ship there as well. That's new. And the expedition ship at the bottom. That kind of looks like a Pathfinder. Right. Let's scroll back up to the top. I will just go across to the defences as well while I'm here. This is what we have available. Most of this is the same as vanilla OGame, apart from the AG3, a satellite defence system. Well, I'm not really sure what that does, but I did build a few of them just to try. All of that, though, is pretty much the same as vanilla OGame. So you have to click on the Fleet and Defence tabs to have a look at what you have actually built. There we go. I made a small fleet earlier. Yeah, this is a small fleet here, believe it or not. Then I did build a few of the AG3 at the bottom, but that's about it for defence. Because fleet can be built so easily, I can't imagine any amount of defence is really going to stop another player from attacking you, if I'm being honest, but that's just my thoughts there. Right, anyway, let's have a look at a few of the other tabs. Explorations to start with. Now this seemed pretty easy. I think that's done. Just press the green button. I was messing around with this yesterday. I have done a few here, you can see. They give rather large amounts of resources. Let's go ahead and open up the message. There we go, that's the exploration reports here. You can see what they give. So, if I was playing this competitively, I would want to do all of these every single day. They give these credexes and points d'action. Yeah, that's in French, but points and credex, I'll just call them for the sake of this video. Anyway, that's exploration. Extractions over here. Right, I'm still a little bit unsure about the extractions tab you can see here. I'll just mess about with this, do a scan, see what happens. Right, okay. Let's press the extract button on a few of these and see if it works. Right, I think I've managed to get one of them going. I don't have enough extractor ships though to do another, unfortunately, so if I want to do more, then I will need to build more of those ships. Anyway, that didn't seem too complicated. There's the expeditions over here. Let's have a look. It seems like there are specific ships for both expeditions and extractions on this game. I have built some of these ships for expeditions. I still don't have enough though, according to this. I'm not really sure what's going on here. So it seems like you need a lot more ships than I can currently build to do this. Either that or I'm missing something else. There are also tournaments here. I'm not going to try this out though, but it could potentially be quite interesting. I don't think my account is strong enough for that yet, but that's something I thought I would bring up anyway. There is also the votes and promote server. This is the same as OGame X by the looks of it. If you vote for the game here, you get free credits. I'll just have a look at the events over here, even though there's none currently available by the looks of it. There we go. Now I have a rough idea of what these two events here will probably do. That's kind of obvious. The explorations and expeditions ×2. Asteroid storms though I'm not so sure about, unfortunately, but it's really good that this game has events like OGame X does. It looks like they go around in rotation with a focus on the weekend. Right, I'm just clicking the harvest here. Now, I think that's working, but I'm not 100% sure. Anyway, let's have a look at the galaxy while I'm here. So it's looking quite full. You can see a stronger player there, so I won't be able to attack that player. Obviously, I am still in Empire protection though, so I wouldn't be able to attack them even if white. Let's try clicking this though and see what happens. Interesting. Right, let's just try sending all of the ships, I guess. Okay, so I think that worked. It's sent... Ah, no, I need to press the continue button, maybe? Let's see what happens. Will this work? Let's find out. Oh, okay. Right, anyway, that was worth trying just because I could really. It's quite interesting. If I go over to here, I'm already rank 108 and I've hardly been playing this game. It goes all the way up to 1,600. So, just from playing for one day, I've managed to reach near to the top 100, believe it or not. The main language for this game is French, though. That's why that box here is appearing. That's better, right. So, to be honest, I think I've seen most of what is available here. I'll just click on the lottery and engineering. I might as well get a ticket. There we go, and the engineering over here. Oh, nice. That's kind of like the Academy text from OGame X. Well, I think it is anyway. Which one should I do? That's a good question. Well, it doesn't really matter too much. I think the storage engineering, though, since I'm very often full on resources. There we go. Let's do this. Nice. And you can see in the top left corner now, all my resources are full, so I do need to go ahead and spend some of these. There is one thing I really don't like though. Defense in debris field, 30%. That's way too high for my liking. It's only 50% reconstruction as well, so defense is kind of useless here if I'm being honest. If it works the same way as vanilla OGame's defences work, then there really is no point in building any at all. I don't want to make this video too long, so I think I will just wrap up this video by going through some points about why you should and should not play this game. Firstly, it all runs nice and fast, so that's not an issue. You get lots of free stuff to start with as well, so that's always good. I can imagine that will continue as the game progresses. You should get enough free stuff so you can play this game without spending money. You can unlock pretty much every single feature in this game on the very first day of playing, so it's not like vanilla OGame. It won't take you very long to see everything available in the game. It's pretty balanced for a free player, even though there is a premium feature on the right of the screen. I don't think there's too much pay to win here either, which is always really good. You don't want another vanilla OGame where you can just buy all the resources. Now, the main things I don't really like about this game, as I mentioned, defense debris, that seems way too high for my liking. It is very fast. The numbers get ridiculous really quickly. You've already seen that though. And the other thing I will say is, it is quite confusing to start with. It's the sort of game you will need to sit down, play, and just try and learn all of the features. Because of how ridiculously fast it is, plus the defense debris, it really is designed for fleeters rather than miners, so if you only want to play as a miner here, it may get quite difficult later game, but that's a few things to bear in mind anyway. It's a good version, I will say that. It's better than I was expecting, but if I'm being brutally honest, it's not as good as OGame X. It's a little bit too fast for my liking. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Subscribing is always very much appreciated. There's another interesting video on the screen. You can also subscribe from here if you want to do so. And thanks for watching.